Hey everybody, I'm back for episode 2 of Super Mario World on Preston Can't Play. We're going to start Yoshi's Island, number 4. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh no, Yoshi, come back. Alright. Oof. Oop. Okay. Oop. I was talking to my friend about doing the show, and he said something like, I hope you're ready for the internet to yell at you for missing all the secrets. And I'm fairly ready for that. Hopefully people won't be too aggressive about me missing anything. Like I said in the last episode, I did definitely used to have this game like 110% memorized, and it has been quite a while. It's been probably like 10 years at the very least since I've played it. So if I am missing stuff that it like severely bothers you that I'm missing, what a dunce. A, I apologize, and like B, you know, feel free to leave like a comment or something and let me know like, hey, you missed X, Y, and Z in that level. And I mean, I'd be happy to go back and do it again. You get it right, you know? I'm really, I don't know. Like I said, I have like played through this first world like 5 or 6 times already, just trying to like get this show set up. But even as I'm playing it, it's like such a I don't know, it's like a time capsule almost. Wow. A time capsule. It's like a time capsule almost. Like I'm remembering, you know, like, oh man, this thing, I used to love this, and this thing, that was one of my favorites. Like this chain link terrain, game mechanic, whatever you want to call it. Just the way that you can climb on it and you can like punch dudes when they're flying by, and like this thing will flip you to the back, and like, I was just thrilled about this. Like nothing like this was like even close on the NES. Oh, these things. And like the sound, just all the sound, like all the like ba-booms and stuff that happen as you're playing, I just was mesmerized by it. And another game that kind of had that effect for me, was Earthbound. Now I know everybody loves Earthbound. Oh shoot. That's played Earthbound. Oh, this guy. Look at his glasses. Oh, my glasses. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have made fun of him. So, get up. Sorry. I'm trying to focus. Okay, so, yeah, Earthbound. Such a great game, and I mean, it's everybody that's played it knows it's amazing. But man, when I was like 10, I think, when that game came out, 9 or 10, and I was already like, just based on the stuff that they had in Nintendo Power magazine, so just captivated by it, and just like all the little clay figures for the character designs, and just everything sounded so fun. But then my uncle had a copy of it. I spent the night at his place, and I just watched him play it, and I like turned it on, and all that, like the opening sequence when Pokey's like knocking on your door, and just all the sounds and music and everything in that game. It was like magical. And I don't know, I sort of felt that way about a lot of like the games on the Super Nintendo. I was still young enough to just have that like sort of wide-eyed, like mouth hanging open response. I don't know, I can't really think of anything like lately that's made me feel that way, and I wonder if it's just because I was young, that it was just like I couldn't believe what I was seeing, or if that was like such an innovative, I don't know if it was. It felt innovative at the time. I was just like, this is cutting edge. This is the most important science that we have. But I don't know. If you're a young person and you're watching this, are games that came out like pretty recently making you feel that way, or is like this, you know, the level of graphic detail that we have in games and like in movies and stuff now, is it just like so commonplace that you just kind of oh no, get out of there. Nice. That was top level gameplay. Trust me. I don't know. You know what I mean? You don't have to respond. I don't know. I wonder that sometimes. Like, I feel like that's such a old person thought to have, but I often wonder, like, if kids today are as impressed with the like gaming and film capabilities that we have now as I was when I was a kid, when like a lot of that stuff was still very new. And like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of both, because there's definitely stuff like other games, like I personally feel that this game and, you know, other games on the SNES that I've already listed or talked about absolutely stand like the test of time. Like, there's no question to me that like Super Mario World absolutely looks just as beautiful right now as I'm playing it than it did in 1992 when I first saw it. Whereas there's games like you know, like Final Fantasy VII's a good one. That's, people have been talking about that a lot lately because of the re-release. So that's a game that I love. I think it's a great game. I missed my bonus. I love it, and I think it's a great game, but as I'm playing it now, it kind of looks like hot garbage. So like, I can totally still enjoy it, and even I don't know, at the time, you know, everything's like, all the characters are really like super polygonal, and a lot of the environments look really good, but a lot of, you can see that they sort of cut corners in certain ways, or maybe not cut corners, but, you know, they had, because they used just like the still images, the still 2D images for the environments, that they could get a lot more art out of those things versus the 3D models that had to move around. And I mean, obviously there's like a stark difference, which, not that it takes away from the game, as I've said, but it's just clear when looking at it. And now, but I mean, I feel like in 1997, when I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, like, that stuff doesn't really stick out to me. Now, that games have sort of like surpassed that, you know, wonky, still figuring it out sort of era. I go back and I'm like, oh, geez, like, how was this ever okay for me? I don't know. So I wonder if kids who are the age that I was when I was experiencing a lot of that stuff feel the same way. Like, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. I'll go into that a little bit more next time on Preston Can't Play. Thank you so much again for watching. Really appreciate it, and loving playing Super Mario World. So I will see you next time on Preston Can't Play. How many times can I say it in the span of 5 minutes? Only time will tell. Bye.
Preston Can't Play. Continue.